The Lakers looking to stay unbeaten since Pau Gasol's return, and they look good right from the get-go. Barry Bonds will not be at the Giants' home opener. Still doesn't have a job when they play on Monday, but he was up there with the Maloofs watching Kobe Bryant put on a display. Lakers with that spectacular bucket take the early lead. 2 seconds left in the first quarter. Vladimir Radmanovic had a talking to, James, and it seemed to pay off.
Yeah, with the 183-pointer. Never seen that one before.
Woo! The turnaround there, and Vladdy was hot, and Derek Fisher decided he'd get some of that, gets his man in the air, and he nails the jumper. Lakers starting to spread it out, 45-37. Still in the second quarter, Radmanovic had 13 by halftime. He just keeps going further out. They're up only 51-45 at the break, though. Then they come out gunning in the second half, and with Vladdy, he can pass, too.
Well, you know, not only did he have 21 points, 14 rebounds, just an all-around game from Vladdy tonight.
Lamar Odom's been hot as well, but he gives it up to Kobe. That didn't even ripple the net. Lakers made their first 10 shots of the quarter. Lamar's been getting good at this, faking the ball fake and then getting his man in the air. Gasol finished with 20 and 9. And then Vladdy was still hot in the second half. Over a double team, he drains another one. He hit 5 threes in the game. We go to the fourth after an 83% shooting percentage in the third quarter, but somehow the Kings make a run. Phil thought he could rest his bench with this heavy week of workload, but he couldn't, so Kobe comes back and gets the last of his 29. And he had some MVP fans there as well in Arco. The Lakers win there for the second time this season. They're going to finish up the regular season with the Kings in Staples a week from Wednesday. It's their 4th straight win overall to snap Sacramento's 4-game win streak. For the second time in 3 games, Phil Jackson's team did something unusual, James. They held a team under 100.
We had 2 defensive quarters that were exceptional, and that's the second and the third quarter. You know, we started out that third quarter by just shutting them down, doing some things defensively. We knew they were going to go to Martin into our test and tried to really take one of the options away. Martin still got some things going for him. And I thought the second period was an exceptional quarter, but the last 2 plays of the quarter put them back in the ball game again.
And how much did they miss Pau Gasol? Remember, they went 5-4 with him out of the lineup. They're now 3-0 since his return, averaging 110 points per game. And the defense, under 100 points per game allowed. And that's probably the big news there, James. They try to make up some of that ground on the conference-leading Hornets and try to catch the Spurs as well. We'll get to Gasol in a minute because he's been great to have back. But what got into Radmanovic?
Well, you know, I don't know. You know, a tough, you know, all-star break when he had the snow accident, had to come back with a lot of humility. But now we're seeing the Radmanovic that we got from the Clippers, because this is what he does best. He can spot up and shoot, and when he gets comfortable, when he gets an eye for the rim and gets a rhythm, you know, it really doesn't matter where he is. He's like Larry Bird when it gets to that point. I'm not talking about a pure shooter like Larry, but he gets in a comfort zone, he knocks down those 1 or 2, and he plays big. Remember, he's 6'9", 6'10", 14 rebounds as well. And so he's starting to find his groove at the right time. The Lakers actually collectively are starting to gel at the right time of the season.
You know, I know John Ireland's going to talk about what got into Radmanovic. Maybe a little talk from Phil Jackson.
I'm sure.
But Pau Gasol has come back, and wow, you can just see the difference, just the energy. They just look different with him in the lineup.
Yeah, anytime you have a threat of a big guy that can pass. I mean, he shoots 57% from the field, about 80% from the free throw line, so you can't foul him. And he has an IQ for the game, and he can pass. You know, he averages about 4 assists a game. He has made both Kobe and Lamar Odom a lot better, just having that third figure, that trio of stars that understand each other's tendencies. He does a great job passing. When you don't double team him, he takes his time with great drop step moves and little jump hooks. You know, and it's a credit to international players. You know, they don't play a lot of over the rim or with a lot of athleticism, but they do have the fundamentals, and that's what we like about Gasol.
Yeah, and they got some big games coming up. This is their last road trip of the regular season, and of course we have all the road games for you right here on KCAL 9.
This was an unusual win for the Lakers, mainly because it wasn't just Kobe Bryant, Pau Gasol, and Lamar Odom. Tonight, Vladimir Radmanovic had a season-high 21 points and a career-high 14 rebounds. After the game, Radmanovic told me he was inspired by Coach Phil Jackson.
Coach gave me some hard time in the locker room today. just talking some bad stuff about me, and I just decided to do something different.
Now, is it anything you can repeat
what he was saying to you?
Can't tell you.
I didn't think so. I've been in that locker room.
It's not for television.
Brian Shaw tells me you got to slap him up alongside the face to get him to play hard, and because that's a couple times he's played hard is when he's really gotten beat up a little bit, and so we kind of kid him a little bit about it. But I think he was serious about the game tonight and found a way to play.
So now the Lakers have one more road game away from Staples Center. It's Tuesday night in Portland. It's a game you can see here on KCAL 9. Technically, Thursday's game at Staples Center will be a road game against the Clippers, but the Lakers will be in their own locker room. Only 5 games left to go in this year's regular season. With the Lakers in Sacramento, I'm John Ireland. Back to you guys in the studio.
John, thanks. Good stuff. And hard to believe there's only 5 games left. This has been a long haul. You know, it's funny. He tweaked Odom a little bit. Odom had his best game of the season on Friday. Now he does it to Vladdy. It seemed to pay off.
Well, you know, this team is gelling at the right time. They're going to need all their weapons. I mean, Lamar Odom led the team in assists with 7 assists, had great numbers. But you look at that starting 5, starting with Radmanovich. This team played well. Let's take a look at the worthy spin, which, by the way, I did not do. Compliments of our producer, Mike Berger. I was running a little late, but check it out. This is defense on the ball. Now, look at Lamar Odom inside. They want to go inside, but watch how Radmanovich slacks back into the lane and gets the steal. Now, that starts to break. Now, once they're gone, look at Pau Gasol directing traffic. He says, get it out to Radmanovich. I'm going to be trailing down the middle, and what happens is he continues to trail. Radmanovich gets a good look at the trailing Gasol. Great job, Mike Berger. This is good. You're scaring me. This is close to big game James worthy spin. Now, here's another situation. Great decoy. Now, the defense thinks that they're going to Kobe. Look, now Kobe does a great job of faking, but look at Radmanovich come off the pick by Gasol. That's what you call putting the defense to sleep. Gasol sets a good pick to get a good shot with 2.7 seconds left. This is a good worthy spin. I got to start showing up on time or else I'm going to be out of the job. Great job, Berger. But the Los Angeles Lakers played really well. They know that these last 4 or 5 games are critical going out of the season. If they want to try to catch the Hornets, they're 1.5 games behind. But Radmanovich is a guy that has emerged as another guy. We talked about Sasha coming off the bench, Lamar Odom, you know, Powell, enhancing everybody around him. Just one more weapon that the Lakers could use. And let's not forget about Andrew Bynum coming back.
Yeah, not for the regular season.
Not for the regular season.
Confirmed that today.
Playoffs.
He will be there for the playoffs.
Yeah.
There is nothing quite like a Berger production. You know, it's just,
I'm shocked. It's awesome.